This is coming from a place that is of the Most High, and it is meant to serve. It is meant to help you on your journey. If you're out there trying to be a better person, if you're out there wanting to bring goodness into your reality and wanting to anchor heaven on earth, then this message is for you. Those that want to truly do the work, where they are identifying their shadows, looking into the darkness with bravery and with courage and with all good intentions. The message that is coming through is that it is very important not to integrate the shadow, but instead you need to integrate the lessons because of the shadow. And these are two very different things. And so what is really important is that you don't identify with the darkness. You do not invite the darkness within you and invite it to become unified with who you are, because what you're doing is you are consenting to possession, you are consenting to attachments, you are consenting to sharing your energy field with dark entities. When you are tricked to believe a shadow aspect is just a part of you, and you allow the shadow aspect to exist by acknowledging, this is just how I am, you agree and consent to its existence and its power over you. This is something that needs to be clarified, and it needs to shift in our understanding. We are not integrating our shadows, we are integrating the lessons. And so one of the arguments that continues to come up about me identifying darkness and identifying demons, or whatever you want to call them, it's being told and believed that we're all one, they're a part of you, just love them and things will be good. But that's not the case. That is not the case, because loving a demon and loving the darkness feeds it, and it's not the love, it's the energy. So it's just all energy exchange. So once you decide that you do not consent to share your energy with a demon, with dark energy, and you make that clear with your words, with your prayers, then they cannot fuck with you like they are right now in your life if you are experiencing these situations where are less than ideal, where you see these patterns continuing to loop, where you feel like you are having energy sucked out of you, where you feel like people that are not the best for you are continuing to be attracted to you. Like, that whole vibe, it's all misunderstood. The reality that we live in right now here on earth, it is one of duality. It is one of separation for the mere purpose to experience life. We cannot experience life like this, in this beauty and in this way, without having that separation, right? Like, I cannot experience my daughter as being this beautiful little child that is so precious and adorable if I am unified with her in the etheric realms that we come from. So when we come to earth, I am able to experience a different body than my daughter and admire her and to see her beauty and to witness her and have these moments as a different person. But where we come from, we are all one. That is our ultimate peace and love and nirvana. But it is not the world we're living in right now. There is a realm of existence in which we emanate light from within. In this realm, shadows cannot exist. That is the unified realm where we are all one, where we all come from. But we are not living in that reality. This realm in which we live is undergoing a spiritual war. Darkness will find any way to feed off of your energy through deception and in the most subtle way. It's our job to discern and clarify which side we are on. You are not, it's like a double negative. You are not being loving if you do not consent to dark energy being a part of you and being a part of your field. If anything, like, you are standing for love because they are not that. So by anchoring in authentic love within you, with intention and with your words, then you create boundaries and you create protection. Once you have clarified your original blueprint from that of your shadow aspects, then you can liberate yourself from the false beliefs or the false agreements that give away your true power. That clarity and what it takes to protect yourself and to define yourself and to separate yourself. The only way you can protect yourself from darkness, from fuckery, from curses, is to separate. You need to separate yourself from what you know is not of the Most High. And you stand in your truth. Doing light work will reveal the shadows in our reality. It is our job to tend to the wounds of our inner child, which is the root of the shadow, so that the shadow does not need to exist. I also want to share that, once you start doing this work with more refinement and more clarity and authenticity and not just regurgitating words that other people say or, following suit because it looks cool, when you start tapping into your truth and what you are truly standing for and what you're choosing to live out in this reality on this earth, then things will become more clear as they present themselves to you. Darkness will always find a way to reveal itself, so that if you continue to communicate or relate or, exchange energy with it, then that is consenting. So by doing this work and having, that energy show you what it is and show you the veil and the illusion, then you will basically have the opportunity to empower yourself every time. So every time you create that boundary, and every time you state your truth, and every time you tune into your heart and you recognize how you are different than this thing that is trying to share energy with you, then the better your work becomes, the more impactful. You have clarified the field. You have done the work to clean up and to understand. And I think sometimes people are afraid to clarify because they don't want to annoy people, you know, like having to ask questions to get a clear picture, or having to ask questions because you don't fully understand the work that you're doing, or, you know, even just asking your guides to clarify the messages that are coming through. Like that's all a part of it, and that's all a part of self-mastery. And I think in the next transmission, I'm feeling what's coming through to share, which might be a little lengthy, is a moment in which I've identified a dark entity in my field, and how I was able to transmute the situation, and how that translated in my reality, versus like how I took action in the ethereal realm. So yeah, that will be the next transmission, and I really, really hope that this has brought value to you, and that it can help you identify people who are doing work authentically from the heart, from the space of love, and how you can do shadow work more authentically and effectively as well. Mahalo. Thank you for tuning in.